Hello, my name is Marta Phillips and I own sungrubbies.com. This video was made to teach kids about sun protection. It's designed for teachers in the classroom. It's for grades 1 and 2. And if you'd like an actual transcript of the talk, you can go to our website, sungrubbies.com, scroll down to the bottom and click on school hats, and then scroll down to the bottom of that, and then you'll see it there for you. We're also going to make a video with a couple of real fun science experiments that would go really well with this talk, so watch for that video. So let's get started. First of all, I'd like for you all to imagine that this is the Sun Grubbies school. And we're going to get class started. Okay kids, settle down. We're going to be learning about the sun today.
Okay.
And to teach you, I have a story. And it's a mystery. It's got animals in it. And it's got a quiz at the end, so you better be listening closely. The title of the story is The Mystery of the Old Trunk in the Attic. Okay, it was a cloudy, rainy day, and Penelope Jane, called PJ by her friends, and Grover sat looking out the window. It was raining, and they couldn't go out and play. And so PJ's mom came up and said, well, since you can't go out and play, how about if you clean the attic? And PJ said, oh, Mom. Her mom said, well, if Grover helps you, you'll probably get done pretty quick. So PJ and Grover went up into the attic. And when they got there, they saw a big mess. So PJ started looking around. And then she noticed a big old brown trunk. I wonder what's in here. Let's open it, Grover said. And the first thing PJ saw when she lifted it out was a spaceship. And the next moment, she was gone and the spaceship tumbled to the ground. Grover's eyes got big. Oh my gosh, what happened to PJ? He walked over and he picked up the spaceship. And he was gone too. Grover woke up lying on the ground and he looked around and he said, where am I? And then he looked right in front of him and he saw a great big window. And there was lots of stars out the window. And he goes, this looks like a spaceship. And then he looked to his right, and there, lumbering towards him, came a woman who was as big as a beach umbrella. And she walked up and she said, you're in my spaceship, my dear. I'm Ella, the commander of the spaceship Solar. Your friend PJ is right over here. And together, PJ and Ella all walked over to the window. And Ella said, look, do you see the sun? And PJ and Grover shook their heads, yes, yes. And he goes, we couldn't live without the sun. Because of plants and animals, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for sunlight and the warmth of the sun. And she looked at PJ and she goes, do you know anything else about the sun? And Ella asked PJ, what do you know about the sun? And PJ said, well, the trees need the sun, and if we didn't have trees, we wouldn't have wood or paper. And if we didn't have plants, we wouldn't have fruits or vegetables to eat. Now Grover, not to be outdone, said, well, I learned in school that people can use solar energy to heat their house. And Ella said, yes, you are so right. PJ and Grover were curious about the sun. They wanted to know more. And so they asked Ella, and Ella said, well, there are good and bad things about the sun. Do you know anything that's bad about the sun? And PJ raised her hand and she went, yes, yes, I do. I was walking on the sidewalk in the middle of the summer and it was hot, ouch, ouch, ouch. And Ella said, yes, yes. And that also happens to paper if you leave it out. When it's left out for several days, it can fade and turns colors. And Grover piped in, and the sun can evaporate water and it makes you hot and thirsty and it can hurt your skin. I learned that in school. And Ella said, yes, you're exactly right. Now, I want you all to go over and grab some binoculars. Okay, class, I want you all to put on your own binoculars. Put your fingers like this and put on your binoculars. Okay? Alrighty, let's look out the window. If you look to your right, all kinds of stars, and there's the sun. But now look to your left, there's the earth. What do you see? That's right, it's an elephant. And elephants spend a lot of time near the water and near the mud. And what they do is they slurp up the water and mud in their trunk and they spray it on their backs. And that mud protects them from the sun. It's like a natural sunscreen. Okay, now look down around the feet of the elephant and what do you see? That's right, it's a turtle or a tortoise. And a tortoise has that wonderful shell, and that shell protects them not only from predators or the rain, but it protects them from the sun too. And if they tuck their little bodies in there, they're totally protected from the sun. Alrighty, let's look around a little bit more. And now what do you see? That's right, this is a camel. And now look closer at the eyes. And what you see on the eyes is that their eyebrow comes out extra far. And it's kind of like a visor that protects their eyes from the sun. So then PJ wanted to know, well, all these animals live down south. Is there any animal that lives up north that needs to protect themselves? And so let's put our binoculars on again and look up north on the earth. And what do you see? Yes, a polar bear. Now a polar bear has all that nice thick fur that protects them from the sun, but they also have something special. On their eyes, a film comes down over their eyes and protects them both from the glare coming up from the snow and also the sun coming direct down. Ella was about to tell PJ and Grover more about the sun, but then all of a sudden in the window, a great big asteroid was coming towards them and kazam! PJ and Grover returned safely to the attic. And PJ said, "Whoa, was that scary?" And Grover said, "That was fun." So now, what did we learn from Grover and PJ? Alrighty, how can humans protect themselves from the sun? Any thoughts? Hat, that's right. Alrighty, clothes, correct. Anything else? Sunglasses to protect the eyes. Yeah, just like the polar bear. Anything else? Sunscreen. Those are very good ways to protect yourself. Okay, so are you ready for the quiz? All right. First question. Which is the better shirt for sun protection? The blue shirt or the green long sleeve shirt? That's right, the green long sleeve because it covers more of your body. All right, now which is the best hat? This wide brim hat or this baseball cap? You're right again. It's the wide brim hat because it covers, again, more of your body from the sun. So now, if we all want to be as smart as the animals, when your mom and dad tell you to put on sunscreen or put on some clothes to go out in the sun, what are you going to say? Yes!